So the leader of Build One South Africa, Mmusi Maimane, stood up in Parliament and said that every South African has been deeply shaken by what the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner has exposed. He reminded everyone of the old saying, innocent until proven guilty. And he made it clear that in this case, they stand by the police commissioner until there's proof that he's not telling the truth. He said this situation needs a proper, thorough investigation because what the KwaZulu-Natal Police Commissioner is saying is exactly what so many people feel every day, that there's almost no chance of getting justice. He told Parliament that everyone can feel this corruption in their daily lives. He said South Africa is slipping from the rule of law to the rule of powerful people who do whatever they want. He warned that politics is starting to override justice, and if that keeps happening, the entire system is at risk. He urged leaders to stop talking and start acting, because soon people will start saying the entire state capture report was just a waste of taxpayers' money if there are no real arrests, no trials, and no convictions. He turned to the minister and reminded him of promises made back in February to make the National Register of Sex Offenders public, and he asked why that still hasn't happened. So he broke down why that promise is so important. He said that out of nearly 500,000 teachers in the country, only about 7% have actually been screened against the sex offenders register. That means thousands of children could be at risk every day. He went on to say that the Parliament must step up to protect those who expose corruption and crime because without them, the truth stays buried. He welcomed the decision to start an investigation, but warned they can't just stop there and pat themselves on the back. He pointed out that the term of the current National Director of Public Prosecutions is ending soon, and they should already be working on finding an honest, independent person to take that job, and they must put the rules in place to make sure no one can mess with that process for political gain.
Speaker will be from Bosa, Honorable Maimane.
I think all of us as South Africans have been treated quite extensively by the revelations that General Mkhwanazi raises. The old dictum that says innocent until proven guilty. I want to, in this instance, make it clear that we believe General Mkhwanazi until he's been proven to be dishonest. And that requires a process of thorough investigation. What General Mkhwanazi is stating is the feeling that we all have. That the fact of the matter is that your probability of finding a conviction after having convicted a murder is 1 in 5. For rape, that number becomes even less. This is something that is deeply worrying. General Mkhwanazi confirms for all of us what we've all felt, that state capture has not quite stopped. That it is something that is continuing and we all feel it in our day-to-day lived experiences. General Mkhwanazi tells us that we are fast shifting away from the rule of law to the rule of man. The idea that political decisions trump, in fact, what should happen in terms of the rule of law. Honorable members, it is time for us to be deliberate and act now. We will soon be asked to declare the state capture report as wasteful and fruitless expenditure until we soon see prosecutions that must take place. So, Honorable Minister, I have a number of points I want to raise with you. In February, your ministry committed to making the National Register of Sex Offenders public. We have to see progress in this. Because in truth, for our teachers, only 7% of the nearly 500,000 educators have been screened against this. I take my kids to school. I'm sure honorable members do the same. We can't put them at such risk. For police, as of now, only 245 SAPS personnel have faced scrutiny in this regard. This is a significant risk in a country that is facing such a chronic issue of violence. Honorable Minister, you promised the whistleblowers protection and legislative reform. I'm sure we can come here today and we've got to make a commitment to expedite that issue. Because more people take their lives to risk to tell us what is going on. They need protection and they need protection from you. So I welcome the decision by Parliament to put together an investigation. The last point I want to make, Minister, is that as the end of the term of the current National Director of Public Prosecutions, let us codify into law the appointment of the next, begin now, and make sure we get a candidate who will replace Advocate Batoy. Justice cannot be allowed to be subjected to the rule of man. So let's make sure we act now, fund properly, and deliver a justice system that works for all citizens. Ke a leboga bagaetsho.
Thank you, Honorable Member.